Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Amortize. Verb. Amortizable. Amortization. To pay a debt by making regular payments. To spread the value or cost of an asset in accounts over a number of years. Subtlety. Noun. The quality of being subtle. Nicety. Nuance. Refinement. Shade. Mortgages have an interest rate and are scheduled to amortize over 20 to 30 years. The company amortized the cost of the new equipment over 5 years. The key factor in determining whether to amortize another intangible asset is its useful life. Amortize the engineering and support costs over multiple units and reuse the tooling or testing infrastructure. Their products seem to be priced reasonably enough for the average consumer to afford and should easily hold up for a few years to amortize the initial cost. While your first mortgage may be amortized over 25 or 30 years, you can amortize your second mortgage over 5 years. Have them reduce the interest rates, or where we amortize the loans out further, another extra 10 years. You are supposed to amortize the purchase price of the annuity over its expected lifespan, that being a function of mortality tables. Greater volume makes it easier to amortize the cost of mass marketing, which produces greater volume. At that time, so many people could no longer afford to amortize their mortgages that the banks had suspended their demand for payments. Homeowners amortize their mortgages and loans, agreeing to a payment plan to gradually pay the debt. Often, consumers will defer the upfront cost of a new television by signing a monthly installment plan to amortize the cost of the set over several years. Sometimes contractors take on a break-even job just to amortize their equipment. Intangible assets are amortizable over their useful lives. Fixed charges are defined as interest expense excluding the amortization or write-off of deferred financing costs. You can obtain a second mortgage with its own term, amortization, and payment that can be used to consolidate your debt. To appreciate all of this beauty relies upon your noticing its subtleties. Some of the subtleties of the language are lost in translation. Within a quarter century, non-biological intelligence will match the range and subtlety of human intelligence. The subtlety of the mathematician's argument was only appreciated by those with a strong understanding of the subject. Some are really entangled and overcome by the power and subtlety of numerous seducers who lie in wait to deceive. So read this only if you appreciate subtlety. If you do, you are in for something unique. A map of the world moves from intimate domesticity to courtroom drama with grace and subtlety. His prose and dialogue, even more than usual, are carved with balance, clarity, and subtlety. The show balances classic college humor and self-aware monologues with subtlety and sophistication. It may not be a documentary at all, to the extent that some viewers have come to expect ambiguity, subtlety, and nuance.